Hi Libras, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do your 2022 reading, which gives you just a look into themes of 2022, some things to look out for, avoid, things like that. It can resonate for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, but I advise checking your rising sign first. Check your rising sign first, and then you can check your Sun sign, your Moon sign, and your Venus. This is going to be a collective reading, so all of the situations may not make sense for you. I advise grabbing a journal or a book that you can jot down things that resonate for you for the year ahead, because a lot of this has not happened yet, and so it's going to be more of a prediction kind of reading. So let's get started. I've already pulled the cards for you. I am using a new spread, so if you see me glance over here, it's me looking at the spread on my iPad. So with that said, let's get started. I feel like we're a little too bright. Are we a little too bright? Let's turn us down a little bit. Okay. Yeah, turning us down. Are we okay? Let's adjust this a little bit. Are we okay? Are we okay? Are we good? We could be a little bit bright, so we're good. Okay. First things first, in the first position, the previous year in summary is the Tower. So a year of shocking and sudden events. I don't know in what area of your life this is, so I'm going to clarify. But a year of things basically being beyond your imagination. Lots of Tower moments, lots of shocking moments. Things that you weren't imagining to happen, they happened in 2021. So this could be for the good and it could be for the not so good. So maybe you had amazing surprises and maybe you had some surprises that you didn't think were so amazing when they happened to you. So let's clarify. Clarify the Tower for Libras in 2021, Spirit. What is the Tower for Libras in 2021? Queen of Wands. What is it? What is the Tower? Explain the Tower for Libras in 2021. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm getting that this has been, I'm not going to take these. I'm getting that this has been good in terms of the surprises and the shocking events that have happened. They've been sudden. Let's turn this up a little bit more. Good? We good? We good. All right, these events have been sudden and may have been shocking in the moment, but I feel like they've been great. Like, this feels like a lot of surprises. This could have been in your finances or money opportunities or business opportunities. I feel like you were embodying the energy of the Queen of Wands in 2021, which is the achiever, go out and get stuff done card. I feel like you were in pursuit of success and that came to you. I feel like the universe gave you many blessings, or maybe some of you even received one very special blessing in 2021 that was successful for you, because we all have our own versions of what success is to each of us. But I feel like 2021 was a sign, and I said this in my readings too. I felt like 2021 was a year of major growth for the air signs, and that's because Saturn is in Aquarius. And also Jupiter was in Aquarius a lot. I feel like there is a lot of growing for air signs in 2021. And I really enjoyed doing the readings. I kept saying this in the Gemini and Libra readings, that I was really enjoying doing the readings because I could see the progression month by month by month, week by week by week. So it feels like success. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles. It could be on something in your work or something that you are working on, becoming successful. I also feel like a lot of you took on the energy of being very social, vibrant, out there in terms of interacting with others in 2021, because that's the Queen of Wands energy. The Queen of Wands is kind of like a social butterfly energy, which is not really the Libran energy that I would say that I'm like. The Libran energy is more like Empress energy, or even the Queen of Swords. A Libra can get there, but this is not really your energy in 2021. Though I feel like you stepped out of your comfort zone in many areas too. The next card we have, it is in the place of lessons learned in 2021, and that's the High Priestess. So you learned how to trust your intuition. You learned the valuable lesson of listening to your intuition and inner discernment. To clarify the High Priestess. Why is the High Priestess here? Spirit. Clarify the High Priestess. Page of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you listen to trust your intuition, or you learn to trust your intuition. Maybe you learned that the easy way, or you learned that the hard way through not trusting your intuition and then realizing how right you've been about certain situations. I feel like though by now you've learned the value of recognizing your intuition, even though sometimes it may not be logical. A lot of you have used your intuition in relation to some kind of vision you have. This could be a vision for work, or a vision for a project, or a vision for a business. I feel like you've used your intuition in terms of maybe when to drop the project, when to do this, when to do that. I feel like you've realized the value of listening to your inner guidance. So that's great. In the third position, we have aspirations for the next 12 months, and that's coming up as a Two of Pentacles and the King of Wands. So interesting, because I feel like you are still trying to ride a momentum and ride a wave of having your hands full in multiple things. Maybe you do two things, maybe you do one thing, but it has you busy. It has you occupied. I feel like Libras are in an achieving mindset in 2022, and you may not mind having your hands full because that's probably what you like. Like maybe you like being busy. Maybe you like the feeling of achieving all of your goals and crossing things off of your checklist and smashing the projections and the things that people think that you're capable of. I feel like this feels like an energy of exceeding expectations. We're going to clarify that though. Clarify the Two of Pentacles. Clarify the Two of Pentacles. Clarify by the Judgment. Yeah, I feel like you would like to be more busy. You would like to continue. If you've had a busy year in 2021, I feel like this is like wanting to continue on that same momentum. If you've had big achievements in 2021, I feel like this is you wanting to, it's like you having a moment with yourself to, I feel like this is like challenging yourself, or thinking about like, what is my own contribution? So I don't know what kind of work you're doing, but I feel like you would still like to be active, to still like to achieve things. Maybe you'd like to achieve even more on top of what you've already achieved. So that's the kind of energy I feel like you're going into 2022 with. The King of Wands is an entrepreneur and is basically the entrepreneur of the tarot outside of the Emperor. So yeah, wanting your hands full, probably wanting to make a difference in your own way. Yeah, I feel like that's how you feel. The next card we have is in the position of what empowers you in reaching your aspirations, and that's relationships, and specifically soul relationships that like soul tribe, soul family, that's the kind of energy that you should be looking for. Maybe you need people to help you to support and to nurture these big dreams and big achievements that I can see that a lot of you want for yourselves. But it's going to be in the discernment of the type of relationships that help you, because not all people are going to be beneficial in terms of connections. So it's the discernment of finding like who's going to be for you or who's going to be for what they can get from you. Clarify the Six of Cups. Clarify the Six of Cups. Why is the Six of Cups here? Clarify the Six of Cups. Spirit, clarify the Six of Cups, please. Ooh. The Moon and the Fool. Yeah, so not being a fool about who you have around you, like, oh yeah, I've known this person for a long time, blah, blah, blah. I feel like coming to terms with everyone may not have your best interests at heart, and just being aware of that and protecting yourself and being around people who you are confident that do. So don't be a fool. Don't be like, oh, what I don't know can't hurt me, like that kind of energy. Turn a blind eye, jump into every friendship, jump into everything with every person. I feel like that doesn't serve you. I feel like people will help you and people are there to help you to bring your dreams to life, but also it's the kind of people. So pay attention to that. Next card we have is what may stand in the way of reaching your aspirations, and this is the Emperor. Now, it's interesting because the Emperor, like I said, is the business. Oh, that is the Emperor. You know, like that is the it could be father figure or it could be business owner kind of energy. So it's interesting that that may stop you from reaching your aspirations. Let's clarify. Why is the Emperor here? Clarify the Emperor. The downside of the Emperor is that he could be too stubborn. He could be too much of like a dictator kind of bulldozing energy. I don't see Libras like that though. I don't see Libras like that, but who knows? Maybe there are all the placements in a birth chart that could make that Libran energy different for each of you. But I feel like being too much of a stubborn, dominant, bulldozing kind of energy, it may work against you, and it may work against the relationships that are trying to that are there, or that you're trying to have to help you with these goals. Clarify the Emperor. Clarify the Emperor. Think about a boss that you've had, and that boss being more of like a tyrant. There are bosses that we've had amazing experiences with, and then other bosses that we really don't like. Why? Because they micromanage us. They're more of like a tyrant energy. They're their way or the highway. They're stubborn. They don't listen to people like that. Not being like, don't be that. Be the opposite of that. Clarify the Emperor. Clarify the Emperor. Page of Swords. So also having to learn more about whatever business that you're doing, or whatever area that you're doing business in, the industry. Let's just say you make products for the skin, you know, like fully being aware of what those products are. I feel like there's like an energy of learning more, and also learning how to lead people. I feel like that's going to be a big thing for you in 2022. So if you could get into some like leadership courses, or like some psychological courses where you can see how to understand people, because it's in your nature, I feel like, to be diplomatic, Libra. So it's almost like you could be too diplomatic, or you could be on the Aries at like Libra's sister sign is Aries, and it feels like you could either go to one end of the pendulum and be like too diplomatic, be too of that kind of boss, or go to the other side of the pendulum where you could be too domineering and too much like Aries, Emperor Aries. So maybe learning how to lead people, learning how to be an effective leader would really help you. So maybe taking some courses out there, looking at some things, probably even like finding a mentor who you like their leadership style. There are many ways around that. The next card we have is your relationship and emotions in the coming year, and it's very money focused, and I feel like also home focused and family focused for you, because that's what the Queen of Pentacles talks about. The Queen of Pentacles is a card that talks about the well-being of the home and the well-being of money. This person can take care of finances and material possessions really, really well, and also take care of others really, really, really well. So maybe you are in the position of the Queen of Pentacles in 2022. Let's clarify. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? But I feel like you will be happy if your finances are good. You will be happy if your home is stable. You will be happy if you feel like everyone is taken care of. And also, I feel like if there's... No, I'm not going to say that. Tell me more about the Queen of Pentacles. Clarify by the Knight of Wands and the World. Okay, so it feels like some of you, if you're dealing with a water sign, possible Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, it feels like there is an ending or a finality coming in a relationship between you and a possible fire sign. Or person doesn't have to be a fire sign, but it's someone that's been in and out of your life, because you are coming up as very stable, and this person is coming up as a Knight of Wands, which is very passion driven, and between you both we have the World. So it's getting closure from this Knight of Wands, whoever this Knight of Wands may be in your life. But it feels like someone who is very inconsistent. So I feel like that relationship is coming into focus, and it may be because that's the relationship that affects your emotions the most in 2022. Yeah. All right, let's talk about your career and work and finances. You see, it's like whoever I'm reading for, the Libras that I'm tapping into, you're not one to shy away from work. You're ready. You're ready to put your elbows, knees, toes, every goddamn thing in your work, because I feel like this is like an energy of, okay, I'm ready to dive in. What is next? Clarify the Eight of Pentacles. I'm not scared of getting my hands dirty. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here? Eight of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles. So you're very money and material focused in 2022. I feel like I said, you are calling in more responsibilities, more, or maybe you're not even calling in more work, but you're calling in more achievements. And if there's more achievements, there's more things to do, right? So I feel like it's almost an energy of, I'm not scared to get my hands dirty. I am not scared. All of this is, it's almost like I'm super person here, you know, like I feel like you'll be tired and you'll have your hands full. There's a lot of things that you're doing, but I feel like you'll be pushing through it. It's kind of like an energy of, it's gonna take hard work, but the Libras that I'm reading for here, I feel like you're more than prepared to work hard at something that you're doing in 2022. Whether that be because you want more independence for yourself, or you want to secure yourself more, You want to take care of yourself better. I feel like it's going to be you who's doing a lot. Yeah, and now I see why you may need a team of people around you, because I feel like a lot of you here, it's like you. This is the card of independence. This is the card of I'm doing everything myself. So maybe that's why what the cards are saying, it's going to take a good team of people, and a team of people who you know has your well-being and your highest good in their hearts. So let's move on to the next card. The next card is your health and well-being, and that's coming up as the Four of Wands. This card reminds me of so interesting because it reminds me of the fourth house in astrology, which the fourth house talks about home and family, and then this card talks about also home, what makes you feel stable, and also celebrations and coming into union. So I feel like your home life and the stability of your home life is going to be really, really important to you. And we saw that with the Queen of Pentacles too, which talked about your relationships. I touched on that a little bit. I feel like for you to be a Libra and embody Queen of Pentacles energy, this has a lot to do with your home and stability. And you feeling well as a result of those things doing well. Clarify the Four of Wands. Clarify the Four of Wands. Why is the Four of Wands here? The Hierophant. Some of you may be getting married in 2022. Some of you may be getting married, or going through this higher level of commitment in the form of like moving in with someone or something like that. But a relationship going to another level, I feel like, in 2022 for a lot of you. Anyway, back to your health. I feel like it's going to be a time of spending a lot of time at home, and just I feel like you have a very close-knit kind of thing going on with you in 2022. It's almost like you have a tight relationship with your family, you have a tight relationship with your lover, there's someone that I feel like your home life is doing well, and that empowers you to go out there and be the best you. Your home life is going to be and the stability of your home life is going to be really important to your well-being in 2022. All right, next card we have is your spiritual energy and your inner fulfillment, and that's coming up as a Nine of Pentacles. Libras, you're so funny, because literally I feel like you're going into 2022 or going through 2022 with the mindset of, as long as I'm good, as long as I'm able to take care of myself, as long as I can maintain my own independence, I'm okay. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. My lighting is so shaky today because I wish I could show you guys outside, but it's been a really gloomy day. It's like 4 p.m. and it looks like dark outside. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? Page of Pentacles. You're growing something. I literally feel like your well-being and your fulfillment is coming from something going well in your work life or your finance life or your business life. It's like you are so fulfilled by whatever this is that you're working on. It's amazing. I love to see it. It means that whatever you're doing, you're very connected to it in terms of your heart space, your heart chakra. So that's great. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. This is you. I honestly feel like you feel good in 2022 when your business is doing well, when you are independent, when you have everything that you need, when you know that I feel like there's something that you're building that is really fulfilling you. in terms of a material thing, whether that be a business or your job or a project or something. I feel like money can be made from this thing though. And it may involve you speaking to other people or sharing concepts or sharing ideas. But I feel like it's something that you're doing that's giving you just this fulfillment to keep moving forward. It's like the success of this thing is giving you more and more motivation to continue to show up, to continue to achieve more, to continue to do more, to continue to learn more. All right. What you most need to focus on in 2022 is the Knight of Swords. Now, on this channel, I have said countless times that I do not read reversals, but this card literally fell on the table like this. And in the moment, I feel like my guides told me that I should leave it as such. So we're going to clarify. Clarify the Knight of Swords in reverse. Why is the Knight of Swords in reverse? Why is the Knight of Swords in reverse? Knight of Swords is in reverse because of the Six of Cups in reverse. All right. Libras, there's a connection around you. It's so funny I'm talking about reversals. The one time I know I've occasionally read cards in reverse. I feel like it's like a one to one basis. Like it just has to be in the moment for me. But anyway, talking about reversals, and the next card jumps out in a reversal. Okay, Spirit, I see you. All right, Knight of Swords talks about taking action, moving forward. Like the Knight of Swords is almost like an impatient energy. One that you could say sometimes even acts before thinking. And I feel like the Six of Cups in reverse, again, it talks about, it's kind of like a warning message. And when these things come up in like double confirmations in the readings, because we have the Six of Cups twice, I just take that as make sure you drive this home. Like this is a important message. But it talks about not moving forward with relationships just based on the fact that you guys have shared history and shared memories. I feel like it's like not enough, and that's kind of like gonna be a focus for you in the year ahead. It's not enough to move forward with people just because you have history with them. Who are they today? And do you guys share the same values today? Do you guys believe the same things today? Do you guys have mutual interest today? You know, I feel like it's like don't offer just mindlessly do things, especially do things for people just because you guys have been or have had like a long-term connection. That's my chair. Yeah. Don't just do things because you guys have had a long-term connection with people and you feel there's this obligation to just do things, or just, you know, for a person just off of a shared history. I'm going to dig into this some more too. Tell me more about the Knight of Swords and the Six of Cups in reverse. Tell me more about this. This is insane because now all of the cards are coming out in reverse. And all of the cards are upright in the deck. Everything is upright. Everything is upright. Now we have the Empress in reverse. This is the one... I literally am talking about giving and receiving. And this is the one card that came upright. Anyway, the message is make sure that it's a balanced give and take and balance reciprocal energy in your relationships. And I don't get the sense that this is any one relationship in particular, because there are no court cards except you. But I feel like you are someone with a lot to give in 2021. And I feel like people can take advantage of that because of who you are. It's almost a warning energy to you, Libra. You are the Empress here. And people see that. People can tell when when someone is in Empress energy and when they are abundant, because that's what the Empress talks about, living in abundance. People can tell, and you have to be discerning to know who is worth investing in, who is worth doing favors for, who is worth moving ahead with, because you can't just move off of, oh, we had history together. It's not enough, and you're just going to be used, basically. All right, next position we have is your most important lesson in 2022, and that is the Ace of Cups, talking about new love and new relationships. Clarify the Ace of Cups. Why is the Ace of Cups here? All right, Ace of Cups is here because of the Three of Swords. So I'm getting this sense here that it's almost like Libras don't want to embrace new relationships because of something in the past. Maybe something lingering on from 2021, or maybe you're just in a very wounded energy, and as a result, like, you're very closed off to new people, new love, new intimate love, new friends, just new relationships from the heart in general. I feel like that's gonna be your most important lesson for the coming year, is be open to this, and also heal your heart before you let anybody else in. All right, we're ending this reading with the King of Cups, and this position talks about overall where you are headed for the next 12 months, and this is where you're headed. The King of Cups is a court card, and this is not your energy. This is not your energy at all, but this is where you're headed. And I'm going to explain what this means. The King of Cups talks about being in control, being in full control of your emotions, not letting your emotions overpower you. Being in full control of your emotions while also using your logic. And I feel like that's something that you're learning, and you will be learning more of in 2022. Can you clarify the King of Cups, please, Spirit? Please clarify the King of Cups. High Priestess. Yeah, you are getting more control over your emotions and your logical mind. I have been reading a lot of books by this guy named Robert. Hold on, let me. Robert Monroe. He talks about out of body experiences. I think his name is Monroe. Yep, his name is Monroe. I've been doing a lot of research on my own on out of body experiences, and there's this author that I've read 2 of his books now, and his name is Robert Monroe, and he talks about it being so ridiculous how there are humans who have this argument of, oh, you're left brained and you're right brained, because that's a pointless argument to have. The quintessential experience that we come here to have as human beings is to use both of the sides of our brain in conjunction with each other, like we're using them together to give us the full experience of being on earth. And that's left brain, use your logic, but right brain, also use your spiritual side, your creativity, and that form of processing to view the world. It's a balancing act of using both, not, oh, I'm more logical, or oh, I'm more intuitive, I'm more imaginative, I'm more creative. It's the embodiment of both energies that we're supposed to channel as human beings, because if you're too left brain, you're going to be too logical, and that's going to shut you out from a lot of spiritual experiences that you need to have as a human being, because you're a soul in a human being's body. Like you have a spiritual side, whether you acknowledge that or not. So the dangers of being too left brain is that, and then the dangers of being too right brain is the fact that you can't be too spiritual all the time. You came to the physical world to experience the physical world. So this could look like being too dreamy, like you're not actioning your dreams, you're not putting logic to your dreams, you're just going off on creativity and your imaginations if you're too right brain. So where we want to be as human beings is right in the middle, and that's where I'm going to leave you with these two cards coming together. That's kind of what this reminds me of. It's getting a deeper control of your emotions and being in better control of what you're feeling, and also balancing that with your logical side as well, because that's what the King of Cups does. And then when we have the High Priestess, it's valuing your intuition and valuing your gut feelings and inner discernment as it concerns your feelings, emotions, and logic. So I feel like you are balancing both, balancing your intuition and your emotions, and then your logical mind. And that's where I see you guys kind of going through the next 12 months. So let's pull the ultimate advice for you. Spirit, what is the advice for the Libras? What is the final advice for Libras in 2022? Final advice for Libras in 2022, please. Spirit, what is your overall advice for Libras in 2022? All right, the card that came out was Between Worlds. All right, so let me read this card. Card number 3. Transitions, not quite being out of one situation and fully engaged in another. Temporary blindness, no man's land. Okay, so this could be about a relationship for some of you, but I'm not going to read that message. I'm going to read this message. In your work, sometimes you try things that have worked for others, hoping that you too will be successful. When this symbol appears, it reminds you that sometimes the path to your prosperity is a gamble. Win or lose, you can learn much from what comes of your wager. It's a good time to bet on your arenas. No, it's a good time to bet on your skills and talents in new and different arenas. Remain curious, and with the right combination of timing and luck, you will stumble upon something golden that will be unlike anything you've known before. So go into 2022 with that little nugget. I hope this reading helps you guys. If it does, remember to do all the things you can do to support this channel or support wherever you're listening to this. Like this video if you're on YouTube, comment if you're listening to this on a podcast, because I am launching a podcast in 2022. Make sure you're interacting with that. And with that said, I'll leave you guys here. Thanks for listening. Bye.